Have you ever wondered why we crave immediate satisfaction, even when it's not in our best interest? It's a question that has puzzled philosophers and psychologists for centuries. This craving, this desire for instant gratification, is an inherent part of our human nature. But why? In our fast-paced, modern world, instant gratification is more prevalent than ever. With the touch of a button, we can have almost anything we desire. Want to watch a movie? Stream it instantly. Craving a meal? Have it delivered within minutes. And while this can be incredibly convenient, it also has its pitfalls. Instant gratification can lead to impulsivity, a lack of self-control, and ultimately, long-term dissatisfaction. We become so focused on the immediate pleasure that we lose sight of the bigger picture. We trade lasting happiness for fleeting moments of joy. We sacrifice our long-term goals for short-term gains, and it's not just about material things. Instant gratification affects our relationships, our health, our work, our entire lives. We may choose to binge-watch a series instead of working on a project. We may opt for unhealthy fast food because it's easier than cooking a balanced meal. We may abandon a difficult conversation because it's uncomfortable, even though it could lead to growth and understanding. But what if we told you that there's a way to resist this trap of instant gratification? What if we shared with you 5 pieces of Stoic wisdom that can help you make better choices, not just for the here and now, but for your future? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes virtue, wisdom, and self-control, provides us with tools to navigate the challenges of modern life. It teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. It encourages us to pursue virtue and wisdom instead of fleeting pleasure. So, how can Stoic wisdom help us manage our desire for instant gratification? Let's find out. The first Stoic wisdom solution is practicing self-discipline. Let's dive into what self-discipline means from a Stoic perspective. In the realm of Stoicism, self-discipline isn't about punishing oneself or living a life devoid of pleasure. Instead, it's an empowering tool that allows us to make decisions aligned with our deepest values and long-term goals. It's about having the power to say no to instant gratification, not because it's inherently evil, but because it often conflicts with what we truly want in life. Imagine self-discipline as the captain of a ship, steering us away from the tempting sirens of immediate satisfaction and towards our true north. By practicing self-discipline, we equip ourselves with the ability to resist the allure of immediate pleasure and focus on long-term fulfillment. You might be wondering, how do I cultivate this self-discipline? Well, the answer lies in small, consistent actions. Start by setting small, achievable goals and work towards them daily. Whether it's waking up half an hour earlier, reading a few pages of a book each day, or cutting down on unhealthy snacks, these small victories will build your self-discipline muscle. It's also crucial to create an environment that supports your self-discipline. If you're trying to cut down on snacking, for instance, don't keep junk food in your house. If you're trying to wake up earlier, try going to bed at a set time each night. Remember, we're often a product of our environment, so make it one that encourages self-discipline. Finally, practice patience. Self-discipline isn't cultivated overnight. It's a journey filled with ups and downs. There will be days when you falter, and that's okay. What matters is getting back up and continuing on your path. Each stumble is an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. So flex that muscle and watch as you become more resilient, focused, and capable of achieving your long-term goals. The second Stoic wisdom solution is embracing discomfort. Now, this may sound counterintuitive, but it's a powerful practice that can help us avoid falling into the trap of instant gratification. You see, the Stoics believe that by voluntarily putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations, we can learn to become less dependent on immediate pleasures. It's not about seeking out pain for pain's sake, but about learning to endure, to persevere, and to build resilience. It's about training ourselves to find contentment in the simple things, to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Imagine the freedom that comes with not needing to satisfy every craving the moment it arises. This is the power of embracing discomfort. It's a tool for self-improvement, a way to build mental toughness, and a method to cultivate an inner peace that isn't easily disturbed by external circumstances. By embracing discomfort, we can learn to appreciate the simple things in life and become less susceptible to the trap of instant gratification. The third Stoic wisdom solution is cultivating gratitude. Now let's delve into the profound role of gratitude in Stoicism. Gratitude, in essence, is the art of appreciating what you already possess. It's a powerful antidote to the ceaseless longing for more, the insatiable hunger that instant gratification feeds on. By consciously fostering a sense of gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to the abundance that already graces our lives. This shift in perspective is transformative. It reduces the allure of immediate reward and instead encourages us to savor the richness of the present. Gratitude is like a grounding wire, tethering us to the here and now, reminding us of the simple pleasures and profound joys that often go unnoticed in our quest for the next big thing. When we cultivate gratitude, we learn to find satisfaction in the present moment, rather than constantly seeking immediate pleasure. The fourth Stoic wisdom solution is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness, in the Stoic sense, is not just about being present in the moment. Instead, it's about being fully aware of our thoughts, actions, and the motivations behind them. It's about understanding the nature of our desires, our impulses, and how they can lead us astray. You see, our minds are a bit like a wild horse, unpredictable and often running towards instant gratification without a second thought. But, just as a skilled rider can guide a horse, mindfulness allows us to guide our minds. It helps us recognize when we're being pulled towards the shiny allure of instant gratification, and provides us the opportunity to pause, reflect, and choose a different path. So, how do we practice mindfulness? It's simpler than you might think. It begins with taking a step back from our thoughts and observing them as they arise. Think of yourself as a silent observer, watching your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky. Don't judge them, don't try to change them, just observe. As you become more skilled in mindfulness, you'll start to notice patterns. You'll see how certain triggers lead to specific thoughts, which in turn lead to actions. You'll begin to understand the inner workings of your mind and how it's often wired to seek instant gratification. But here's the real magic of mindfulness. Once you're aware of these patterns, you can start to change them. You can choose to not act on an impulse, to not give in to that craving for immediate pleasure. You can choose to act in a way that aligns with your long-term goals and values. This is where mindfulness becomes a powerful tool in our Stoic wisdom toolbox. It's the key to breaking free from the chains of instant gratification and living a life that is truly fulfilling. Through mindfulness, we can gain control over our impulses and make decisions that align with our long-term goals and values. The fifth and final Stoic wisdom solution is recognizing the impermanence of pleasure. The Stoics, wise philosophers from ancient times, held a profound understanding of life's fleeting pleasures. They realized that pleasure, much like life itself, is transitory. One moment it's there, vibrant and enticing, and the next, it's gone, leaving behind a sense of emptiness, a void that we often rush to fill with more fleeting pleasures. This understanding can be a powerful tool in our quest to avoid the pitfalls of instant gratification. The allure of immediate pleasure can be potent, almost irresistible, but when we understand that this pleasure is transient, that it will pass just as surely as it came, we can begin to see it for what it truly is. A fleeting distraction that offers little in terms of lasting satisfaction. Imagine it like this. You're parched on a hot summer day, and you come across a sugary soda. It promises instant relief, a quick fix to your thirst. But once the sugar rush fades, your thirst returns, perhaps even more intense than before. On the other hand, if you choose to drink water instead, you may not experience the same immediate rush, but you'll be truly quenched, your thirst satisfied for the long haul. It's the same with the pleasures we seek in life. The quick fixes, the instant gratifications, they're like that soda. They promise so much but deliver so little. But the deeper, more meaningful sources of satisfaction, they're like the water. They may not offer the same immediate thrill, but they provide something far more valuable: enduring fulfillment. Recognizing the impermanence of pleasure helps us reevaluate our priorities. It encourages us to resist the fleeting charms of instant gratification and instead invest our time and energy in pursuits that offer long-term satisfaction. It might be challenging, but it's a worthwhile endeavor. By recognizing the impermanence of pleasure, we can learn to resist the allure of instant gratification and seek satisfaction in more meaningful pursuits. So, to recap, Stoicism offers us 5 powerful solutions for avoiding the trap of instant gratification. First, we have the practice of self-discipline. This is about saying no when it's necessary and making choices that align with our long-term goals, not just immediate desires. Next, we talked about embracing discomfort. It's about understanding that discomfort is a part of the growth process and not something to shy away from. Then, we explored the importance of cultivating gratitude. This helps us appreciate what we already have, instead of constantly seeking more. The fourth point was about practicing mindfulness. staying present and not getting swept up in the idea of what could be. Lastly, we emphasize the impermanence of pleasure. Pleasure is fleeting, and chasing it can lead us down a path of dissatisfaction. By applying these Stoic principles in our daily lives, we can resist the allure of instant gratification and live more fulfilling, satisfying lives. Remember, the path to true satisfaction is not always the easiest one, but it's certainly the most rewarding.